and welcome back to the final part of The Monster Inside. Let's get right into it with the mayor, the alley, and the woman. Chapter 5, 6, and 7. I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could already read the headline. Breaking. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. So it's the same story over and over and over again. A man goes missing, the wife is dead. I really am excited. What is behind this? 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days' worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I've just been busy. I'm off to Miss Vanetti's crime scene. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I runned off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Okay, that was the 5th chapter. Let's move on to the 6th one. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vanetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. I'll investigate the scene then. Well, there's the car and the trash. I'll check the trash first. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. If you're lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot! Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vanetti and Chief Amato, talking about me. How they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all this time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this. Okay, the car. Vanetti's car. If he's still alive, Why wouldn't he have left it in his car? Oh, why would he have left in his car? It doesn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high. And my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on the weak-willed, a weapon I knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? It wasn't possible. Was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses. I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch, though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office. Hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Oh, okay, that was intense. I'm interested how this will end. Let's get back, rather, not back, let's get right into the final chapter. Oh, this is interesting, but also creepy at the same time. Let's find out the conclusion, the final chapter. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there, waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost, come back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Jack. Come, sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Odd that I hadn't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place. Out of time. Wait, is Lily the murderer now? Or what? This is confusing. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you! You are the monster! Succubus! Oh, Jack! We are one and the same! You and I! We are both monsters! I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures, as you have, Incubus. Those men were probably dead too now, I figured. She probably took them to her lair. and harvested their seed. So you've done all this just to wake me up? You could say that. Though it seems enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believed you are still capable of such horrors. Which means deep down, you probably are. You can't escape it. Now, I need you to complete the deed. You took my watch, messed with my head. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak, compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Oh, please. Such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. But I do still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from those awful men and plant it along with the fertile masses for me. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. That mechanical laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream! Trapped. Shielding my own eyes as I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and fired. Story and programming by Tyler Owen. Art by Doug Otterbach. Music and sound effects, I didn't manage to read that. More from random scene games. Oh, Buchanan Passage time frame. Might think about getting that. If you guys like this game, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, it really helps me out. And if you really want to, I might play a few other games from this Random Seed Games, if you like this. So, as again, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, it really helps me out. And thanks guys, see you next time. That was The Monster Inside. Bye!